going on, guys? I got my HDR68. This was a 7.5 joule version. It is now a 16 joule valve. It does not have a valve block and there's nothing in the restrictor area, so I'm going to shoot this on an 800 psi HPA tank, 800 psi output. I haven't shot my homemade slugs in a while, so I'm going to shoot them. I weighed a bunch of them inside. These are all random, like 8 grams down to like 4 or 5. I weighed some, so the ones in the launcher, these are all roughly 6.2 grams. These ones are like 6.1, low side 6, high side 6.15, so they're like 6.1. These are Grimburg Joules V3s. These are not shaped or anything. I've used these in a bunch of videos. These are 7.7 grams, and the bore size is like 682 or 684. I haven't done a bore check on these, but they do. I've shot them in the past before with this. I'm just gonna spray some silicone spray on the drums just to make them slick a little bit, and then hook everything up to my air tank. I'm gonna use an MCS tank adapter because you need that to hook up an air bottle and a line and stuff to your Umarex products, or your Salt Supply S2, or to your Beeman BP50, but I would recommend the Lapco remote line adapter for the Beeman, this thing, because this flared end gets in the way of the magazine. Anyways, I'm going to spray some silicone spray and I'll be right back. This tank is at about 2000 psi. The output is 800. I checked it like a month ago. I'm pretty sure it's still at 800. So I'm just putting this in a backpack and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm pretty sure this is the 6.2 shaped homemade slugs. I use hot glue and ball bearings and BBs and whatever else I can get my hands on. So these were extremely cheap to make. You can make a crap ton of them, and here we go. 390. I move that box forward a little bit. 392. Pretty sure it's a 6.2 gram ball or a homemade slug. 382. 382. 396. These are the 7.7 gram Grimburg Joules V3s. Pretty good, and I believe these are 6.1 grams. There's a little bit of variation. 6.0, 6.15 was the heaviest. It's random. I'm not sure why that one went so low. All right, I got a like a 3 gram rubber ball, T4E rubber ball. So let's see what this does. So yeah, that was a T4E rubber ball. I hardly use those things because they're worthless. They're just good for target shooting or practicing with, but even then they're not even that great. Alright, you guys, this is the aftermath. So the Grimburg stayed alive, none of them cracked. This is the rubber ball, it's fine. This is a random nylon ball that was in the box. I only found 6, I think I found 2 more. I just left them in the box because the ends fell off. So, like, since I'm hitting a sweatshirt, that's already all jacked up. You can see all this fluff all over the ground. Sometimes those homemade slugs, they get a bunch of lint and stuff on them, but I'll just wash them off. And since they're so cheap to make, I can just reuse the ball bearings if I want to, or I could put them in something else. But this is what they look like when a ball bearing falls off the end. So this one got pretty tore up. It's all munched in right here. I don't know what size bearing I used for this one, but I'll put one bearing in the middle to block the glue from escaping the mold, and then I'll put some BBs or other ball bearings to make up more weight, because I do have some that are just a ball bearing and a bunch of glue, and those don't weigh that much. They weigh like 4 grams, maybe 5. But once I start adding extra ball bearings, they pick up weight, and it's kind of cool because you can customize whatever weight you want up to about, I think I made some up to about 10 grams, but you could do like 6 grams, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9. Like you can easily create whatever weight you want with the slug maker. I got it off of eBay. There's this guy that sells it. It's just a 3D printed mold. He sells 50 cal ones too, but obviously you can't really use them in everything. They work really well on the HDR68 because it has a drum magazine, and these aren't not gonna flip in the launcher. Like, there's no way that they're gonna not fire. And same with the TR50. I don't know if there's any 50 cal magazine fed launchers that use first strike or like shaped rounds. Maybe well, actually, yeah, I don't know I don't know actually. So that's it for this one. As usual, the Grimburgs are fine. I have not had any crack on me or break or anything weird happen to them. I think I've lost 1 or 2, but they always seem to work pretty well. And I bought them when they were on sale. These were like the 8 gram ones. Mine are 7.7. But yeah, if you guys want links to this 68 caliber mold or the 50 cal mold, slug maker mold, I'll throw them in the description of the video. But I'll put the Joules and all that stuff too. But anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.